Hey everyone, welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2. Guys, okay, so this has been a big topic of conversation. This Tamra judge on the spectrum diagnosis, claiming that she went to a therapist, this therapist for the first time. It was the first therapy session. And this therapist told her that she was on the spectrum because of, I guess, pretty much explaining to her, you exhibit signs of being on the spectrum. Now, I think that one therapy session is a stretch to be able to diagnose somebody, but I'm also not somebody with a PhD. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. So I don't want to question somebody's profession. But what I do want to talk about is the fact that after Tamra came out with this on Two T's in a Pod, a lot of backlash came. I did a video earlier on Up and Adam Channel 1 where Vicky and Kelly Dodd both spoke out. But now Tamara is issuing a statement, and also Heather McDonald from Juicy Scoop has an interesting take on this. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And if you did not catch our RHOC recap with Kim from Bravo Breaking News on Up and Adam Channel 1, could be a part of that too. Let's jump right in. We do it. All right, guys. So you know that, and I already played the video twice on other videos. Or the audio, I don't need to play it again. Tamra said she started crying on Two T's in a Pod, and she said, the way that I grew up and the things that I've been through. Now my therapist is telling me that I'm on the spectrum. Kelly Dodd said that's bullshit, that anybody can be on the spectrum or anybody can get a diagnosis from a doctor. A doctor will do whatever you need the doctor to do, which I didn't know that. But I'm also, I hate going to doctors. I literally hate it. I sliced my finger almost off and I was like, liquid bandage. So I'm just not a doctor's person. So I don't know. Now, Tamra did release a statement. Vicky Gumbelson also, if you guys missed it earlier, she said, how disgusting of Tamra. This is very reminiscent of Brooks, her ex who faked cancer. Anything for attention is what she was saying. Well, Tamra's statement is right here. Here we go. Hold on. She said, thank you to CC Loves You. I started therapy because this year had been really hard on me. I started feeling really insecure. I was having intrusive thoughts and I didn't want to leave my house unless I had to. I even considered just being admitted into a mental health facility. In my conversations with my therapist, who I've known for years, we talked about a lot over the course of 2 hours. And she told me that many of the things about me, like how I process information, my sensory issues, my social anxiety, my aversion to eye contact with new people, my not wanting to be out of my routine, etc., were all signs of being on the spectrum. Now, on the spectrum, it's such a broad term. I don't really understand it fully, and my therapist told me more evaluation was needed. But when I sat down at the mic to record my podcast 15 minutes later, and my head was spinning from what she had said, I had no time to process things or even talk to my family. I was just back at work, and I was so emotional, I just blurted it out. Okay, I want to say this. I think the problem with that is it's such a it's saying something like, okay, to me, and I'm just giving you guys a comparison. It's like if you go to a doctor and they say, we found a lump on your arm or your chest or your side, or there's something and we want to take a biopsy and kind of figure out what's going on, because this could be cancerous. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. And then just running with it. I had a friend in high school. This happened to her, and she ran with it, and she told the whole high school that she had cancer. She did not have cancer. A lot of people were upset with her for it because people were dropping things off. People were there to support her. She was crying. She got all of the support, and lo and behold, she did not have cancer. It's not anything to play with, but this kind of seems like you're jumping the gun a little bit and running with something until you have the full scope of information. But I'm also not Tamra. I'm not Tamra, so I'm not going to sit here and trash her for anything. Afterwards, my instinct was to have it removed, but I'm used to being so open with everything in my life. I thought against it. Now I wish I had. I just want to take people through the journey with me as I've always done. But I realize now I spoke too soon publicly, and that processing this with such an onslaught of negative comments has been horrible. If you know me, you know I don't like to look weak or play the victim. I also hate labels just as much as I hate excuses. But I'm working on myself, not a TV show, to be a better person for me and the people around me. This isn't some storyline, it's my real life. I have past trauma that is deep and painful. So do I. This is something that I've suppressed for 15 years, but I'm finally getting the help I need, and I'm proud of myself for that. So, as much as I appreciate the amazing people who reached out, I think it's best to move forward more privately until I get to a better mental space. My mental health is just not strong enough where I can be judged and hated on right now. And yes, I'm admitting I'm weak, and I'm okay with that right now. Okay. I mean, yeah. Um, all right. Well, that's her statement. And honestly, if anything, anybody who's struggling with mental health, whatever the case is, I don't want anybody to struggle. I hope that Tamra gets all of the help that she needs. And I don't want anybody to sit back and think like, oh my God, I'm on an island alone. I never want anybody to feel like that. So for anybody who does, my heart breaks for them. That's not, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. But a lot of people would wish that on Tamra because they feel like Tamra has been a bully. And that's what people think. Not everyone, but a lot of people. So she's going to have to deal with that. She's going to have to deal with the fact that a lot of people felt like they didn't get empathy or sympathy from her, yet she's asking for that from them. Now, Heather McDonald also had a theory. Listen to Juicy Scoop, y'all. Here we go.
Everybody's just like joking and like not believing Tamra. You guys, Tamra has finally been diagnosed as being on the asshole spectrum. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but being on the asshole spectrum, it is protected by the American Disabilities Act. And therefore, it's my understanding she can never be fired by Bravo. So she's not going anywhere, you guys. She's going to be on the show forever. And this next year will be a journey of discovering what she can do to help herself and others and making sack lunches, and can't wait for this charity event. So prayers for Tamra and for Teddy's bad acting.
What an asshole. Not Teddy's bad acting. I love Heather McDonald. Oh my God. And the Juicy Scoopers, they're amazing. Like, I'm not laughing at Tamra, just savage as hell. Heather, I have to text her because that was just fuck. I'm supposed to be being serious about this. Here we go. Okay, guys. So I would actually love to know what you guys think about all of this, especially Tamara's statement and asking for peace and saying that she is going to take a step back and also operate on a more private level and not share more about this autism diagnosis or being on the spectrum. I would love to hear what you guys think. So please comment below. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you guys are not subscribed to Up and Adam channel 2, please get subscribed. And don't forget that we always post polls in the community tab. So both channels, go vote in the polls. And if you didn't catch our RHONY recap with Kim from Bravo Breaking News, go be a part of the replay. Love you guys. Bye.